I bought some hype sneakers from StockX, some Air Jordan 1s, a collaboration from StockX. In this video, we're going to find out, are they legit? Is StockX doing legit business here in 2025? We see a bunch of headlines about StockX this and StockX that, some questionable things. But when it comes down to actually purchasing your sneakers and getting them in, how long does it take? How much are you paying for your shoes? And are they, of course, authentic, or are you getting some fakes? Let's find out what happened to me with this order. So, let's go through the details. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 100,000 subscribers. When I hit 100,000 subscribers, I'm going to give away $500 cash to one of my subscribers. To enter this free giveaway, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, comment down below. Let me know what you would do with the $500 in cash, and leave your Instagram, your email, just a way for me to get in contact with you. Good luck on this giveaway. Let's hit 100,000 subscribers. We're currently at 92,268 at the time of me recording this video. So let's get to 93,000. Let's get there. Hit that subscribe button. So I purchased this pair of sneakers. What date was it? Let's see. April 17th. These came in. Let's see when they came in. April 17th, and I believe they came in actually yesterday. Yes, April 29th. So the 17th to the 29th, about 12 days, almost 2 weeks for me to get this shoe. I wind up paying $346.63 because StockX was having a no sellers fees. Here's a little hint, a little tip I should say. If you guys want to get a lower price, wait for StockX to do no seller fees, because then products just dump off a lot faster. People just want to get rid of them, and there's no fees, so sellers are going to get more money, while you, as the buyer, are going to get it for a lower price. You'll see the lowest ask just drop. So it dropped like a good $40 around that on this shoe, so I was like, yeah, that was what I was waiting for, and it happened. I wanted to get them for less than $350. I paid $346.63. My budget for it, you gotta have a budget on every shoe. My budget for it was like, listen, they're going for this, I want it for $350. That was what I set it for, and I got it for $346 from StockX and StockX only, because everywhere else was charging more money for this sneaker at the time of when I purchased them. So, you know, do your shopping, look around, make sure everywhere is legit. But listen, I'm going to say it, StockX sometimes does have the best prices. So stick around towards the end of the video. After we take a look at the shoe and unbox them and everything, I will let you guys know if I'm going to continue or stop purchasing on StockX and why. Give some reasoning behind my thoughts about StockX, you know, going on with Nike and everything like that. What do I think about StockX as a whole, generally speaking? So let's get into this unboxing. I am opening it backwards so you guys don't see my address. But right here we do have the box. They do have the tissue paper in, the bubble wrap. Right there, we got some bubble wrap. Now let's go ahead and take a look at this shoe. Now this, if you know what the box, you might know what these are. If not, we'll take a look at them in a second. However, this has been a sneaker I've been back and forth on my head. Do I want it? Do I not want it? I sold a bunch of shoes. I'm still selling more. Do I want this shoe? I'm still undecisive. However, I just decided just to pick it up in my size in case I want it. Change my mind, and next thing you know, it's a $450, $500 shoe, and then I'm like, no, I don't want to spend that. So, for under $350, retail is like most of the money. It's like $200, $220, retail $210, around there. So retail is a good chunk of it alone. So yeah, it's like $100 and something over retail. Nothing too bad at the end of the day, especially compared to the other types that this is. So let's get into it. This does read Air Jordan 1 Retro High OG SP Varsity Red, Black, and Sail is the official colorway, and I did get my size 11. I can go 10.5 or an 11, but I won't like the 11 because I just like 11 a little bit better than Jordan 1s. But I can go 10.5. It doesn't really matter. But right here we have the special box, and we do have the bottom of the box being an Air Jordan 1. And take a look inside. We do have some tissue paper with some sketches of the sneaker and how it was made, which is pretty cool to see. The colors used and everything. Then we have some Air Jordan. We got some branding, and we have each shoe is wrapped up in tissue paper. So StockX, if the shoe does come in tissue paper, they do wrap them back up for you after legit checking them, which is nice. And they do have some smell to them. I already smell it. The shoe has a strong smell. Oh yeah. Woo, and here they are. The Air Jordan 1 Union. These are the Chicago to Shadow colorway. And yeah, this shoe has definitely grown on me. It really, truly has. It is a Chicago colorway. I think that's why I like it so much more. That's why it's growing on me. But we do have a really nice shadow on the back. I want a retro of the shadows. I think it's necessary. Everything looking good on this right shoe. This paper tag is the only thing that I know some people aren't crazy about on the Nike Air tag. For me, it's like whatever. But right here we do have the laces. We got some extra laces all bundled in there, making sure everything looks good. They do look good. You got the size sticker in there looking nice. How's this tag looking? Looks good. All right, got to make sure that these are indeed legit. So I just want to make sure of that. They do have some markings on the top there. You guys can see that. So they did come with a little bit of dirt or some type of marking on them. I'm sure I can get that off. Now let's take a look at the next shoe because it looks like they put the StockX tag on this next sneaker, which is also all wrapped up, but I'm just going to slide it out of there. All right, let's take a look. And yes, we have the StockX tag. There it is. That's what I was looking for. We got the StockX tag. When you scan this, I don't believe it does anything, which is unfortunate. We'll scan it anyway, but I don't think it really does anything. We'll give it a go in a second, though. And here they are. Here they are. The shape looking good. Everything looks good. They did have that little marking on the bottom, but this pair doesn't have that at all. This pair looking clean. Very nice. They look good. They do look good, I must say. All right, so here they are, the Union Chicago Shadow Jordan 1 Union collaboration. Let me know down below. There is some stitching coming loose a little bit there. You can see the extra thread, but that's just quality control. So I will say this, everything does look good. I'm gonna take a look inside the box one more time to make sure. Yeah, that green sticker does have the lines. Make sure your lines are thick and in there and you can notice them. Everything does look good to me on this sneaker. They do look A1. They do look 100% authentic. When it comes to the little, flaws, such as the little bit of, marking there on the bottom, that could have been there in the box the entire time. The same thing with the stitching, which definitely was. That's just a quality control thing. That is not StockX, right? So when you get some of these sneakers, it's Nike. They mass produce a lot of these shoes. So when it's Nike, you got to look at like quality control. You can't blame StockX or anywhere of where you get your shoes from for quality control issues on each pair. So just take note of that. You can't really blame where you get the shoes from. It's more so the manufacturer of the shoe, aka Nike. Of who you're gonna blame really for the quality control, and it is what it is. You're either gonna buy the product or you're not. It is what it is. We can complain all we want, but nothing is really gonna change too much from that. So yeah, here they are, the Unions. They do look good. Let's go ahead and scan this StockX tag. I don't believe it's gonna do anything, but we'll give it a go anyway. So to scan this, you're just gonna open up your camera app and you're just gonna go ahead and scan it, and let's see what happens when it scans. So it did scan. It says search. So I clicked on the link and all it did was take me to Google with this. I'm not sure what that is, but yeah, nothing to do with StockX, nothing to do with the shoe, nothing. Just get the answer you're looking for added to the web. So they don't do anything when you scan it, which does suck, but it does take a lot of time to do that. So I understand StockX not doing that, but at the same time, it would be a big help if they did. That's for sure. But yes, these right here, they are good to go. Now, let me give you guys my thoughts on StockX. I'm going to sum it up very short and sweet as I can. I'm going to say this. You ready? First and foremost, when you go to market prices, odds are they probably have the best price on the entire internet. Most shoes, they do. Sometimes look at Poison, look at other places, but for the most part, you're going to wind up noticing that StockX is cheaper. If it's a few dollar difference, you might want to go with the other platform, okay, fine. But for the most part, a lot of shoes, a lot of sizes StockX is cheaper. When you go to sneaker events, when you watch these YouTube videos of people buying shoes and you just see everyone, what are they doing? How are they checking the market? It's from StockX, right? So there's a reason for that. So StockX is the market, and other places are really just going to charge you more because of the negativity to do with StockX. Here's the honest truth. When you're dealing with so many pairs of shoes, it's bound to happen. It's bound to slip up. To me, just as a consumer, it's more to me of, well, do my legit checks when I get the shoe in, and then if it is a problem, well, how's StockX going to make up for it? With that being said, I've never received a fake shoe from StockX in my entire life, and I've spent thousands, like 10, 20, 30 grand on the app, if not more, I could check. But tens of thousands of dollars on the app, and never received any fake product. So with that being said, just do your due diligence when you get the product in. Just legit check it for yourself to make sure that it is indeed legit. That's the only tip I can tell you guys. If you want to use StockX in 2025, even though they're being sued by Nike and, you know, all this crazy shenanigans going on with them, go ahead. I still am, because I haven't had a real issue with them. I had a few little hiccups, but not a real major issue, if that makes sense. So yeah, I never received any fake shoes, never fake product. So with that being said, do what you will. This video is not sponsored by StockX. I just, you know, purchased a personal pair and wanted to make a video on StockX. So let me know what you guys think about these down below in the comments. Make sure you guys enter in the $500 cash giveaway. 100,000 subscribers, we're on the giveaway. Make sure you guys comment and make sure you guys subscribe. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys join the More family. Hit that subscribe button, smash that like button. We're always on the grind. We're never gonna stop. We're always dropping that fire. Straight fire. Thank you guys so much for watching. We out.